Ooh, we are back. Yeah, what to do, YouTube? It's your boy Sage. Welcome back to another video, react video. This is the same recording session from before, where I was reacting to this playlist I have, react on stream. I had these couple of One Piece things, test Skylar's video, heartfelt fan letters, and then some showsha interviews from the N18G. I don't know. But now it's time to get in detail and link up with this interview with OtakuKart and David Dastmalchian, answering fan questions about Mr. 3. And we'll watch that as well as BlackTreeTV's interview with Jacob Romero. So I'm excited and oh my god!
Fan base, and it is quite a fan.
Oh, as you can see, I may have been peeping it earlier.
Hello everyone, my name is Tony Waldman from OtakuKart, and today we have the incredible pleasure of chatting with the live-action Mr. 3 actor from the One Piece Netflix series. He captivated us since his debut movie performance in The Dark Knight, and continued with other roles in the DC
Glaze
and Marvel
deserved.
universes.
He's
made
awesome.
His mark in the horror genre with Late Night with the Devil.
Oh my god, fantastic.
And soon to be
haven't seen that one.
Street Fighter live action coming out this year. Please
welcome that I
the
didn't
only
know.
Person you know that interviews people in coffins, David Dastmalchian. I think that's my best intro yet.
That is great. I love that. Thanks, man. How are you? I'm David. Nice to see everybody.
David, thank you so much.
Wow,
for being
he's so
here.
kawaii.
Thanks for having me.
OtakuKart and the fan base, and it is quite a fan
yeah,
base.
make sure to like and subscribe. You know, check out the YouTube, all of that. Tony Waldman. Oh wow, I feel like I know that name. And shout out BlackTreeTV as well. We'll get to their interview later.
As I'm sure you've experienced already. So we have OtakuKart has some One Piece discords with lots of members who voted on various questions to ask you.
Best fans. It's crazy. The fandom from One Piece. I only knew the fandom of One Piece previously through because my son is such a big manga collector and reader, and so he had read all of the One Piece books.
He's caught up.
We started getting into the anime right before.
David Dastmalchian could be close to caught up. He at least has in his ear someone who's caught up. Let's just keep that in mind.
The live action series came about. So I knew it was a dense and really avid fan base, but once I got cast, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's an incredible fan base. I mean, they're so dedicated.
Yes. So is there kind of a...
It's a One Piece Jehovah's Witness. That's what I like. That's how I like to joke about it. I will try to convert you. I think that is the best way to gain class consciousness a little bit. Maybe develop some empathy and free healthcare. Anti-imperialism. Yo, shout out One Piece.
The difference between being cast in something that you already know and is close to your heart, as opposed to something that just kind of you don't really know much about.
There is a difference. The factors that went into influencing, you know, just like it doesn't acting. I love acting so much. It doesn't matter if I'm playing, you know, Iago.
He's such a nerd.
Othello. The reality is, thousands of other people have already brought this role to life and had their own interpretations, their own spin on it. That's why multiple actors can play the same role. You know, it's very hard sometimes for people to get their head around, well, the best Joker is so-and-so, or the best Batman is this person, or
he's
the
from
best
that era.
Captain America is this person. It's like, I understand that because that's what you first saw when you fell in love with a thing and your heart was so attached to it. But remember, for hundreds of years, numerous Hamlets have brought people to their knees.
He's
right?
bracing.
So Mr. 3,
the diehards, relax, adaptation.
One, that everyone who's read and loved the
work
manga
with
has
us.
such a special place in their heart for him and the way they've already imagined him sounding or moving or looking in their minds. Then you've got the only two versions I've seen, although you know there's hundreds of other languages in the world that it's been, you know, translated into, but I've done both subbed and dubbed versions of the anime. So I've heard the English speaking Mr. 3, who
Whoa,
has such a distinct voice.
He does.
The original actors who played Mr. 3 by voice. It's a lot.
Whoa.
And then I have the fact that this
He's
is
linked
such
up with
a
them?
special book to my son and to so many other people. Like you want to honor the tradition, and you want people to feel like this is in the space with which their imagination and their heart already holds for Mr. 3, but at the same time, I want to bring David to the performance. What makes it unique
God, I
other than
love
just because
acting.
otherwise you just have
I
AI do it,
love
right?
movies.
Otherwise you could just be like, give us, you know, give us a computer generated printout of what would be an amalgam of what everyone already loves. You have to take some risk. You have to bring yourself to it. So there was a lot of thought that went into that. And luckily for me, the people behind the show, the producers, the
Matt Owens,
directors,
shout out Matt
everyone that I
Owens.
worked with collaboratively, they were really on board with helping me. I tried to find gestures and poses that felt iconic to me from, say, the manga or the anime. I also tried to find vocal inflections at certain times that paid tribute. I also wanted to make him my own. So you always get a little bit nervous because you hope that the fans go, oh,
Wow,
okay,
he's so
that's
kawaii.
his interpretation.
Adaptation.
I love
Adaptation.
attention to detail and your.
Oh,
it's amazing. The love of the craft is incredible. So we had a bunch of fans vote on various questions to ask you. The number one question.
Oh yeah, we hadn't even gotten to the first question.
Your number 3 hairpiece. How many hours?
Oh
did
my
it actually
goodness!
Take to get that iconic 3 hairpiece standing perfectly every morning?
The hair and makeup team on One Piece is incredible. The special effects team, the costume team, the everybody. I mean, the set is amazing. Wait till you see this season. You're gonna freak out. The Grand Line looks amazing. But my process was several hours.
I'm hyped.
And I would go into the hair and makeup trailer, you know, because we wanted to find the right skin tone for me. I shaved all the hair off of my body because I wanted to be like waxy and smooth, and I'm a hairy dude.
You're so valid.
The hair itself, I don't want to give away all the magic and mystery of it, but let's just say they did such a phenomenal job figuring out how to make it work. And it took a long time, but it was worth every second. It was every time. I mean, and they were amazing. They made it as efficient as absolutely possible. And they would bring me little smoothies and yummy drinks so I could just stay in the chair and rest and get ready to go and be Mr. 3.
That's awesome. So
that is awesome.
Just see the whole package. Was there a specific scene from the manga that you were most excited or nervous to film? I don't know how much you're allowed to talk about with that, but...
The stuff that I was the most nervous to film was the stuff from the manga and the anime that takes place in Little Garden when created my masterpiece, and I've been able to lure the Straw Hats into my domain.
They're doing the whole
incredible candelabra.
Oh my god!
Of power to command. And I've played in recent years a few characters who have a lot, who have to command a lot.
Let One Piece actors spoil more. This is not Marvel where it's like, which storyline will they adapt from? Which which characters will die and affect the new universe we're creating? We already know. Let them speak and glaze and brag about what y'all are trying to replicate. Like, that's so cool.
A lot of power, and to do so in a way that is authentic to the character that Oda created by utilizing, his special ability from the wax fruit. It's like there's something in there that to me was like, you can't just be scary. You can't just be mean and nasty. There's artistry to Mr. 3. There's a psychopathy to Mr. 3. There's a stillness to Mr. 3 that really yearns to just have those calm moments to sip tea and reflect on the incredible achievements that he's done. So that really was, I would say I was the most nervous about that, but it was also the most rewarding when we were filming it, because the production team literally constructed a giant functioning candelabra for me.
That's awesome.
There was wax snowing all over. I mean, it was insane, dude.
That's
amazing.
Dude.
And you are just so perfect to play.
Give Zoro the
complex character.
The scar.
Considering your range and everything. So excited.
Yeah,
to see
dude,
that.
this guy is a goat. Like dead serious. Like we pulled out the heaviest hitter we possibly could have.
Well, thank you.
He's a dream fan cast for Mr. 3. Like the only other one would be for the light guy. I'm so bad with names. Ugh, I'm such a fake and a fraud. Kizaru being Jeff Goldblum. I suck, by the way. Kizaru should sound and act like Jeff Goldblum. It doesn't have to be him. Old man. I'm sure realistically his airy nature wouldn't really capture the intent of the character who's using that kind of lackadaisical reliance on leaning on the rules as a means of easing his own guilt with actively participating in that kind of evil system. Getting too deep. We need his attitude. That's my dream fan cast. I'm getting cast aside. He's basically like in every way, like he's better than that.
I'm gonna have a little. I actually bought Earl Grey tea. For
Oh
this.
my
Yeah, you
god,
did.
that's so sick.
I appreciate that.
I'm drinking Earl Grey tea. Okay, who in the cast is the most like their character when the cameras stop rolling?
Oh, definitely.
Iñaki.
I would say there's no question that.
Yeah. Oh God, he really is.
Real Luffy.
Oh yes, I think even Oda has said that himself. Like
Kiki is
yeah,
Luffy.
Kiki.
He is energetic, as loving, as good-hearted, as creative, as boundless, childlike as the character we love from the book, and he has he's a really warm human being, and he made my kids feel so special when they were on set. I get choked up thinking about it. I remember he was getting ready to do a take, and he was like, "This one's for Arlo, and this one's for Penny."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible. Okay, if you could choose one other devil fruit power just for a day, which one would you
this
pick?
is a fun
That's
one.
such a good question. Okay. It's cold and flu season in Los Angeles.
You're so
in
funny.
the country, in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I want to burn anything down. And I certainly don't want violence, and I don't want to encourage violence.
But
man, would it feel powerful to be able to pick a booger and flip it and have it explode. Yeah, that would be pretty freaky.
What? David, what are you talking about? Get a queen! Like, what are you?
Mr. 5.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, that's right.
you know what? If I could be Luffy for a day.
Oh.
So we have the way my house works. Like my kids, I put them to bed, but they're on the second floor, and my son is like way down the hall, and my daughter's down the other hall.
Mm-hmm.
And every night I get them to bed, and then I go down and I sit on my couch to like catch up on work or read or watch a show. And inevitably they call over the banister like, "Can I please get water?" And I want to be a good dad, and I want to bring it to them. But
He's so
like,
valid for this. Oh my god, he's so real.
Just like reach like Mr. Fantastic, like Luffy himself, and grab that water.
I think
That's
Oda
a
himself
really
said.
boring answer, but I think it's my truth.
Well, I think Oda one time himself said, when he wanted to draw something, if a pencil was so far out of reach, he wanted that ability.
All right, one last question from the Discord group. Give it to me.
He's locked in.
As you know, One Piece is famous for unique laughs. Did you develop a signature Mr. 3 chuckle for the show?
Yes. But like I said, you do that. You create the voice inspired by the tradition that comes before you, right? But you want to bring your own take on it. These are the things, dude, that I kind of have to detach myself at this point from like the internet or social media, because people are going to have their opinions.
Get too
And I hope and I pray that people are happy with it and that they enjoy the direction that I went. But it also breaks your heart whenever you see some diehard fan that's like, that's not how I imagined it. So I made choices. I'm very proud of the voice that I was able to create. I'm very grateful that
I'm excited.
everyone around me was supportive of those. And I hope and I pray the fans enjoy. And thank you guys. Thank you for being a fan. Thank you for all the support and love you guys give the One Piece family. I'm so lucky to be a part of the One Piece family. I think this show is going to blow people's minds. I know it is. And it's really cool to be a part of a global community. We're so often, lulled into believing that we are isolated by where we live or the language that we speak, but One Piece is proof that we're all really connected, you know, and I love that about the show.
Ah, love it. We're so lucky to have you in the show. Thank you,
Thanks,
David.
Tony.
Thank
You're
you so
awesome,
much.
dude. All
Thank
right,
you,
have a
man.
beautiful day.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Aww, that's so nice. Okay, well, up next is BlackTree TV. Make sure to subscribe, OtakuKart, shout out, as well as BlackTree TV, and let's see their interview with Jacob Romero after I try to fix my Superman lighting situation happening behind me. That's really all I've got, so either that works or it doesn't.
It's the absence of hope.
Oh shit! Okay, let me lock in. Okay, BlackTree TV. Shout out, Jacob Romero. This looks like behind the scene.
It's the absence
Is it behind the scene or is it just intentionally blurry? Because like
of
sand.
hope. You will never
Oh my
find the One
goodness.
Piece.
My friend.
Oh, that's such a good outfit. I haven't seen any of the trailers or anything, so my apologies for reacting the way that I am. Usopp's fit just now was so sick. Oh my god.
There's nothing we
That's
can't take
cool.
on.
I like that slicing stuff.
So you're a captain of the Straw Hat Pirates.
Wow.
Monkey
Reverse
delusion.
mountain.
You might think you're
God.
unstoppable.
Oh
but your
my
friends
god.
aren't made of rubber.
Nico Robin looks so great.
You've gotta be.
So yeah, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Imani from
What a
BlackTree
segue.
TV, and yeah, it's just awesome. I appreciate. I'll take all the fanfare.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first, I guess congratulations on wrapping up season 2 and now
man.
being able to have all these conversations with everybody. And as someone who has like watched One Piece for quite a few years now, the anime, and then was excited to see the live action. I very much consider like the story or the show in general as like a story about dreamers. Like everyone,
Yeah.
Luffy is like coming after One Piece, wants the One Piece. Nami wants to make her map. But Usopp has always been like different because I felt like his dream was never like reachable in the sense that like he wants to be a brave warrior of the sea, but that's not something that you could just like go on a quest to find. It's kind of like this never
That's
Yeah.
right. Usopp
journey,
underrated
right?
too.
And like I don't know, like what were your I don't know if you have any thoughts of like what do you think like does he have a vision of an end goal perhaps? Like maybe there is like something that he can reach and hold, or is he just going to be continuing to strive for that image in his mind?
Imani, you're clearly caught up. Shout out to you. Oh my goodness. I believe they're asking. I hope this isn't this is not a spoiler. Okay, I guess technically it is, but it's just the island's name. We're going to Elbaf. Fans believe that that is where Usopp's journey will be complete in terms of him finally becoming a strong, brave warrior of the sea, like the noble giants, the big, strong giants. That's what she's really asking about. What do you think about all that, King? Wow. Yo, great question.
Yes.
Great question.
I mean, my two-part answer.
Yeah.
The one that, bravery is a shifting goalpost.
Right.
You can have moments of bravery and then still come up against the challenges or circumstances that make you flushed with fear or overcome with worry or anxiety, and you have to go back and dig back into yourself and find bravery again. So there is this kind of this never-ending cycle of that. And then also, in season 2, there is a character. There are some characters that the Straw Hats come across that do paint a tangible image of what a brave warrior of the sea is like to Usopp, and do kind of give him this like distant thing to reach towards. Like, I want to make it to Elbaf. I want to make it to where these great warriors come from. and he learns so much about what a warrior actually is from Brogy. So there's that, you know. Yeah, at least I hear you. I understand that there is this never-ending chase for bravery. It's not so tangible as some of the other characters have. And yeah, if I had to like put it on something, I'm like, oh, what? Usopp must make it to Elbaf. Like,
yeah. I didn't want to interrupt King because he was cooking, but wow, he's tapped in. What an answer!
Be a giant, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And I guess going now from season 1 and now going into season 2, I mean, Usopp has obviously like grown. I mean, he first had to join the Straw Hats, and now they're setting off on their adventures once again. And I guess going the transition from season 1 to season 2, like, what do you think must remain like unchanged within Usopp to like order, like I think now it's he's like going for those dreams, but also like what does he change in this season, or like what must evolve in order for him to dream like he has?
Yes. I think a through line for Usopp across seasons is definitely his caring for people. You know, I think he wants to be this brave warrior, and that is somewhere also rooted in wanting to be a protector for people and be able to, save people from harm. So that
he really gets this character. His kindness and his care is the root of where his bravery will come from. Look, yeah, that's a great answer. She
how he
knows.
develops it. I think in season 2 he has more opportunities that, you know, obviously Usopp is not one that wants to run into battle.
He's saying himself. He
like,
fought for more
honestly,
Usopp
like,
brave moments because he low-key got, excuse the term, Usopp got hoed the season 1. He didn't really get the same. I mean, they let him kiss the girl type deal, but outside of that, if you can even call that kind of rewriting, you know, whatever, right? Doesn't pass the Bechdel test. It doesn't. They took away Usopp brave from that, and I'm sure he fought for Usopp feats to be added.
Could all just like stay on the boat. It's cool on the boat. I don't understand why we always gotta get off the boat. Like what's going on? Like
it's a nice boat. That's his boat.
But you know, as the Straw Hats find themselves in a few sticky situations, there are times where everybody is needed in the crew.
Oh
everybody
man,
something. And
God.
Season 2, he has
spoilers.
Not just the opportunity, but no choice but to step up into bravery in new ways.
Wow.
And put himself in the line of danger, sacrifice himself for the greater good. Also be a protector of people outside of the crew and inside of the crew. So yeah, it's such a privilege to have the opportunity to get to develop a character over multiple seasons. And yeah, Usopp's getting better every day.
We love that. Love to see.
Wow. Hell yeah.
I think then like let's like turning away from Usopp and maybe focusing on you, because I know that like you have music is like another passion that you have aside from acting, and that I believe you have
personal
like a DJ residency going on right now.
Oh, I do. Okay, yeah.
And I was just like curious, because since we're talking about like dreams and how like those might become tangible, like you are like embarking and going on this residency, and like I think you have an EP like that's on the way. I don't know, do you within that
I'm gonna tap in, Usopp.
You have your own One Piece, or is it kind of like Usopp and it's kind of this like this moving goalpost that you're just enjoying the journey?
Yeah, I mean, you know, music has always been a passion of mine, and a very important therapy and an expression for me. And in that,
that's a sick music video.
Regard, you know,
I need to tap in.
Say fully that like I have this dream, like tangible dream of like I want to be like a touring musician or this and this, but it is just something deeply therapeutic for me. And with DJing, I
He would
call
just do it
painting
anyways.
with my favorite music.
Oh, I like that.
And yeah, I love it. I love doing that. And yeah, it's just like a balance thing for me. I don't feel like that there's much pressure on how I feel about my music, and where like it's just all fun. It's all like, if spirit pushes me to create this or offer this, like, let me get out of the way. So that's been great. I love that.
Ask anybody, when you feel loved and you feel it love. I had to go away to come back again.
And as far as like what is my personal One Piece, my answer today, which gives me space to always change my answer. My answer today is I, like Usopp, am very bright-eyed about the world. Am just loving consuming of the stories around me. And I think that my like all-time life goal is just to remain as much a student as I can for as long as I can. And that's where I feel most empowered, is if I am present in an experience, and also open to learning and gaining from something. Not that it's like, not that I'm like to milk everything like for, but yeah. So this the forever student is my One Piece.
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
I love that.
Deep guy. I
Totally
do
fair.
love
And
that.
I guess also like relieve pressure off the question. Now like we have a real sense of what the One Piece is, even now in the anime. At least
Probably,
over 1,000 episodes later, I'm still not.
it's probably a DJ set.
You know, why not? It might as well be. At this point, I think we could use that. That'd be that nice extra talent in his tool. Okay. See that you're at time. I believe that's what that means.
It's time. Thank you both.
Well, it was great talking to you.
Yeah, it was great talking to you too.
Fantastic interview. Shout out
Hopefully we'll find
Imani
out
at
whether the One Piece is a
BlackTreeTV.
DJ set or not.
Yeah.
At some point.
Well, let me talk to Oda.
You
I
know.
got,
Yeah,
let me
you have
hit up my
connections.
boy.
You
Awesome.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much for spending time, and I hope you enjoy the second season, and all blessings and best wishes for all that you do. So
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, that's it. We cleared through the whole little playlist in those 2 videos. Thank you so much for watching. One Piece, March 10th. It's March 2nd at the time of filming. We'll see if I can get these 2 videos out before then. Hope you all enjoyed. Check out the YouTube, check out the Twitch, stage walk on both. Peace out, y'all. This just pisses me off because he's got all